Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got MetaMercs on the orange team, and on the blue team, we got 11.5. This is the match to watch because there was a serious upset last week, and we're getting a rematch right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to just rearrange my windows here. Deep convo in that lobby. Yeah, there's some kid talking about what happens when you die, which no one alive is sure of, I think. Alright, now that everything's set, readjust the volume. Strumbitsky gonna take a shot on the goal from the three-point line, but unable to connect that. I think that was off the rim. Strumbitsky with the catch. Nice! That took every single player on MetaMercs to sink that one in right there. Actually tossing it over to a teammate who I thought was gonna sink it in through the back, but they threw it over to... who was that who landed that? Right there. Speedy, who sunk it in from the front. That was cool. 10, 9, 8, I'm gonna hydrate the caster. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. This is the 11.5 joust. Let's see how this works out here. With Wit wrestling over the puck right here. Dash should be able to get this one. Speedy closing in, gets stunned right there by Wit. Wit gets stunned by Fenruff? Ferenuf? Ferenuf? That sounds Nordic. Like something you'd name a Viking. Ferenuf? Ferenuf. Trying to rearrange my windows here just real quick. Alright, MetaMercs up 2-0 in the series. We got Strumbitsky on the goal, so Loveridge might not be able to sink this. Someone's got to go punch Strumbitsky in the head. We also got Speedy in the way. Wit able to sink it right past two orange players into the two-point line. That's going to even out the score. This is going to be one of the closer matches we'll see all day, ladies and gentlemen. Followed by the next match with Eclipse. But MetaMercs 11.5. It's going to be good right here. These teams are evenly matched. We're 2-2 in the series with 3:21 left on the board. Speedy and Wit making goals for their respective teams. Alright. We're here on the MetaMercs joust. Sending it right down the middle. As if he was trying to go for a door shot right there. Bounce it off the back of the wall. And Strumbitsky manages to land the three-pointer right there. I thought he was actually trying to go for a backdoor shot right there. But actually banks it off of the flat part of the tunnels. Catches it and sinks it from the three-point line. That was a really nice pass right there. In fact, that was the same way I made a goal in the one game of fully released Echo Arena I played. I've played one game of fully released Echo Arena, and I use that same strategy because it's the only thing I know how to do. Right here on the 11.5 joust. Wit gonna toss it over to Loveridge, who's playing over here in the middle. Strumbitsky's right on his back, though. I think we had a stun come out. That's not gonna go in from the backboard, but it's in a great position for Dash to sink it. Easy two-pointer right there. We didn't get a quick rotation here from MetaMercs, so 11.5 able to score 2 more points on the board. This is a high-scoring game right here. We're only 2 minutes in. We got 9 points total. 5 and 4 with MetaMercs leading by 1. Thanks to Strumbitsky's three-pointer, that's what's keeping MetaMercs in the lead. Wow, I actually didn't expect this possession heavily in favor on 11.5. They've had the puck most of the time, but they're still down by 1 point. Small sample size, we'll see how that changes throughout the rest of the match. Send it down range right here. We got fists flying as Speedy's able to stun a couple players and get a clean three-point shot. We did not have anyone from 11.5 able to rotate into the goal on time. So that three-pointer was open and easy to hit. Nice stunning coming out there, too. That goal wouldn't have been made possible without incapacitating a couple of players from 11.5 before taking that clean three-point shot. We still got more than half of the game left on the board. MetaMercs is doing great right now. 8-4. They had 2 3-pointers on the board, and we're here on their joust for 11.5. Trubitsky able to take control of the puck. Is that gonna... Nice bounce right off of the backboard. Just barely sunk in, you see, on the left corner. I thought that was a little bit too far to the left, but was able to barely sink that one in. Getting another 3-pointer. Orange team just 3-pointer after 3-pointer after 3-pointer. Mixer's nice. We got this 0 latency over here. Clear and boost tactic. Yeah, players are getting speed and just sending it down range instead of keeping the disc in their hand. And orange team doing an amazing job. You can still see their possession is relatively low to blue team. So you are right over there, Sendo. They're really just focusing on getting the puck on the opposite side of the map rather than holding on to it. That's why their possession is low, but their points are high. Trubitsky able to save this one. He should be able to clear it or pass it over to a teammate. He didn't have anyone down into the tunnel there, but is this going to go in? My God, Trubitsky! What in the world? That is the longest range shot I have seen this stream, and we saw 2 cross-map 3-pointers. That was from goal to goal right there. Absolutely insane. I want to know if Trubitsky did that on purpose, because there was clearly no one able to receive that pass, but he gets a beautiful bounce off mid-map and gets the 3-pointer. I want to see if that was on purpose, because that is absolutely ridiculous. Do we have replay abilities here? Let me check my buttons here. Check my cheat sheet. I don't think we have replay ability. That was absolutely sick, though. That was the best shot I've seen all day. That looks like it could have been aimed. That was such a clean shot. I feel like he aimed it. Wow, that was fantastic, though. Dash coming in with a 3-pointer of his own, though. 11.5, getting back on the board. They're behind, what is that? 7 points. I can do basic math. 14 divided by 2. So I can do basic math, and 11.5 needed that 3-pointer. Oh man, this was a good match. We decided to come cast here. Meta versus 11.5. We saw an upset last week, and we're seeing a good game here anyways, even though MetaMercs is really running away with it. 11.5 still has time on the board to score 7 more points. We're seeing a good split here from the orange team. Zhao Speedy should be able to sink this, but gets punched in the back of the head by Loveridge. Loveridge manages to steal the disc away from Trubitsky. Oh, nice save right there by Dash. Wow, those stuns right there actually really saved the goal there. Orange team not able to widen their gap, but Speedy here might be able to get a shot. They do have an orange player playing mid, so if it does go over to their side, they actually can't afford a defensive player right now. It's a good idea because they're ahead by so many points. Trubitsky going to pass that down to Ferenov, however you pronounce this guy's name. Fa. He'll be Fa. This guy's Fa now. Nice clear, but not quite the clear we saw earlier. Incredible speed coming out from Speedy and Trubitsky. We're going to send it back down to Fa. Ferenov. And Dash does have a 1v1 coming up here against Speedy. Manages to win the 1v1 for the 2-pointer. Got in real close right there. Those are hard to block. Really the goal of the goalie a lot of the time is just to stop 3-pointers and convert those into 2-pointers, and that's all you really can do in that situation. And you know, orange team stalling them out a little bit, making sure they didn't close the gap too much. MetaMercs really looks like they're going to secure this W right here unless 11.5 can score 5 points in 35 seconds. Fair enough. All right, I'm getting some confirmation. Fair enough. Just a very interesting way of spelling it. Nice downrange shot. Oh, right past the mail hole. Banks off the right side. We got players all over the puck right now. Trubitsky might be able to take a last-second shot here. Pass it down to Speedy slowly, and Speedy sinks it in from the front. That's another 2-pointer. And that's pretty much it. MetaMercs going to run home with this one. It is the first match of the series, so we'll see if 11.5 can turn it around. Coming up in the second best 2 out of 3. Maybe they can get some morale points right here, right off of the joust. Just punch all the orange players in the face and sink it in a three-pointer and an open net. Here we go on the 11.5 joust, tossing it right over to Witt, who's going to be approaching right tunnel. He's got a lot of heat on his back, so he's just going to go for the toss. And that's not going to be enough. Looks like coming out with the W for the first round is MetaMercs Speedy. Just going to keep it away for a second longer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on the neutral joust. If you're just joining us, it is MetaMercs versus 11.5. Over here on the orange team, they are up 1-0 in the series. This is round 2. I think we're on round 3 or 4 of the Swiss tournament. I got in late because I was casting the EU guys. Blue team trying to even out the series to bring it to a third match. Loveridge juking around on the walls. Speedy manages to steal it from him, though, and that's going to be a clear for the orange team. Not the cleanest clear, as Blue's going to take control of the puck and send it back over to the orange side. Let's see what Witt decides to do here. He's got a lot of heat from orange players, so Dash is going to be receiving that pass. It was a good pass right there. Witt going to get it back. Loveridge coming in from the back. Are they going to be able to sink it on Strembitsky? Passing it back and forth between Witt and Loveridge. Loveridge gets the goal from the back. The two-pointer, putting 11.5 in the lead. They're going to need this W to bring it into a third round.
Round starting in 15.
Yeah, what's up with 2v2? I've never seen some 2v2 Echo Arena.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
All right, we're here on the super rare MetaMercs joust. Don't see them give up too many points, so let's see. They decide to do the traditional split, but their players are actually holding back off the start. Interesting play right there as Strembitsky is able to take control of the puck. 1v1 in Loveridge right here as he passes up to Speedy. Speedy versus Witt. Easy clear right here to Fa. I will continue to call Fa. Strembitsky able to sink it in from the back, evening it out 2-2 in the series with 3:42 left on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, I just caught an Abra. There is an Abra at my desk, and I did just catch it. I wanted to confirm for the audience. This is an important development.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're here on Blue Team's joust as my controls need to be fixed. Here we go. I am indeed distracted at this time, but we are good. The messages have been answered. The Abra has been caught. Come back to the sideline camera here. Witt in a great position to send that back down towards the orange goal. Strembitsky's going to toss it down right down the middle again. I don't think that'll be another cross-map snipe, but man, those are super hype. Fair enough versus Dash. Dash actually manages to save this one, but Dash is not in position as Strembitsky catches the high shot, sends it in for the three-pointer. Dash unable to get 2 saves in a row, bringing once again MetaMercs into the lead. If they win this one, that'll be a 2-0 against 11.5.
Starting in 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Still got more than half the game left on the board. Let's see if 11.5 can bring this into a round 3 and extend this extremely long cup even longer. I'm not sure if does anyone know the reasoning as to why they extended the Swiss tournament to 5 rounds instead of 4? Because I mean, between that and EU, that's 10 rounds. That's a lot of rounds. Oh, is that just a little bit too steep of an angle to actually walk it into the goal? Witt in possession of the puck, going to toss it backwards over to Loveridge. Loveridge being blocked by Faradov, going to be forced to toss it over to Witt. Witt not going to take the shot on Speedy, but dashes, and not a great shot right there. Might have been some interference from some opposing players. They need this three-pointer coming up to tie up the game, but it looks like the best they can do is two-pointers with how many orange players are on the goal. Dash gonna send it in from the... No, I was wrong! Dash sends in the three-pointer. Strumbitsky was on the goal, but unable to block it. That's gonna make it 5-5. The orange player is just a little bit too far out to block that one, and we have an even game. 2 minutes left to go, ladies and gentlemen. 11.5. Trying to take this one home and even it out. All right, we're here on those ever so rare orange team jousts. Who's quarterback here? This is Strumbitsky. And they're sending both orange players straight down mid. Fair enough. Toss it over to the right tunnel. Over to Strumbitsky, who tried to toss it over to Speedy, but not a great pass right there. That would have been a sink if Speedy would have caught that one, because there was no one at the blue team goal. Let's see what Fair Enough can do here. Nice pass over to Strumbitsky. Strumbitsky loses control of the puck, though, as punches are thrown. The pancake is grabbed by Dash. And orange team once again in control. Lots of blue players versus Fair Enough, but Fair Enough manages to pass it back to Strumbitsky, who gets stunned, and Witt is now in control of the puck as he sends his two blue teammates straight down hard and fast. They're on an open net. They're actually going to back out for the three-pointer. I don't know what that was right there. Might have been some touch control to screw it up, but I think he tried to back out of the bubble for the three-pointer and then just lost control. Butterfingered the puck right there. They really needed that goal right there to bring it into a round 3, but Witt gonna try to clean it up for his team. I'm really not sure if that was just a messed up pass or if I missed something there. Lover trying to juke Fair Enough. Toss it down to Dash. Dash going in for the two-pointer. Any points on the board count right now, and that's exactly what Witt goes for, the two-pointer with 26 seconds left on the board. Unless MetaMercs can score within the next 26 seconds, this is going to go to a round 3. They need a two-pointer to tie it up or a three-pointer to get the W and shut out 11.5. Chat looks like it says it was a messed up pass. 4 rounds meaning too many teams missed each other, and tiebreaker points were more on the luck side. That's why we extended up to 5. I'm getting reports in the chat. We have Strumbitsky here on the quarterback position. Manages to get control of the puck even though it was a bad pass. They have 13 seconds. Is Blue just going to play keep away, or are they going to try to go for one more goal? They're going to send it down range, and that is a clear right there. And it looks like we are going to a round 3. Ladies and gentlemen, orange team won very convincingly the first round, but blue team bringing it back on this second round. 7-5, just barely, and keeping it away from the orange team for the last 30 seconds. 1-1 in the series. We're going to a third round. The casters need to hydrate. This is for all the money right here, at least as far as round 3 is concerned.
It's game on. Orange clears it out. Picked off. Blue sends it back.
Unfortunately, last week we were not able to cast the MetaMercs versus 11.5 match, but there was a serious upset last week. Let me move this back. There's a serious upset last week, which is why we're on board this week watching MetaMercs over here. If you're just tuning in on the orange side with 11.5 on the blue side, this is the team to watch. These have been close matches, great passes, and long-range snipes with Speedy going in. The alley-oop onto Dash. Could not block that one at all. Getting the first two-pointer of this final match. Best 2 out of 3. Each team 1-1. So whoever wins this one is taking it home. Teams are unbelievably evenly matched here. It took 40 seconds for MetaMercs to score that first goal. I should be looking at match stats a little more often. I missed that last round. Gotta be checking those out at the end of the game. But here we are with MetaMercs. Witt's gonna play back. And then toss it down to Witt. And then over to Loveridge, who is actually... Wow! right off the dink. I see what they did there. So they actually, the quarterback had Loveridge hold back, toss it to him, and then they had Loveridge go forward. Tried to take the snipe, but it just got the dink. Worked out for them anyway, because we got a solid 3-pointer right there on 11.5, giving them the lead. We're not even a minute into this game.
Starting in 15, 14, 13.
Man, it's hot in this room.
11, 10, 9, 8.
All right, we're here on the MetaMercs Joust. Trumbitsky playing the quarterback position. Will they use a similar split to MetaMercs? No, they're doing the traditional one man on the left, one man on the right. He's actually sending that hot down the map. My God, Trumbitsky! What in the world? The cross map door shot. Oh, man. 11.5 should have seen that one coming. Trumbitsky went high, so he had a great angle on the door slot shot and sends it in perfectly. You can see how close that was. That wasn't off the rim. That was a very solidly thrown shot, bringing MetaMercs into the lead. Oh, unbelievable. Great shot right there. These pro players never cease to amuse me. Back when I was a kid, I never played a game that required any kind of throwing or catching. I played like tennis briefly and did martial arts. I never did any throwing and catching. So throwing things that accurately is foreign to me. Shooting, I get. Throwing is weird to me. And to see shots like that, it's incredible. We have MetaMercs here currently in the lead, thanks to Trumbitsky's 6 snipe. Still have plenty of time left on the board, so victory will shift hands many times before this match ends. With Witt here, gonna take the 2-pointer. No, actually gonna toss it back to Dash, who's gonna toss it over to Witt. Will Witt take the 2-pointer? He does have a friendly on the goal. Nice, they actually drew out Trumbitsky right there. Loveridge grabbed the disc and then just sunk it in. Easy 2-pointer. Like I said, gonna even back out. 5-5. 3:10 left on the board. These teams are insanely evenly matched.
14, 13, 12.
All right, we're here on one of those ever so rare MetaMerc jousts. It looks like they like to send guys down the middle, not quite towards the tunnels of the side. Let's see if they do something similar, or if Trumbitsky goes for another 6 snipe. Yep, looks like they're sending guys down the middle, posted up on the obstacles there. Trumbitsky going for another mail slot snipe, but not quite able to make it as it bounces off cover there. Blue's going to take control of the puck. Try to go for 2 of those in a row. I can respect it. They do have Speedy over here on the orange net just in case things get hairy. Loveridge coming up on Speedy, but Trumbitsky not too far behind. Witt's going to grab the puck right there. Sending it down to Loveridge. Oh, Trumbitsky grabs it right out from Loveridge while Speedy, the goalie, goes on offense to stun Loveridge so he can't retaliate. Incredible how quickly those orange players just rotated off defense to mid-map. These guys are stacking and climbing off of each other beautifully in order to score that 3-pointer right there. 6 shot right there. Who is that from? Trumbitsky once again, man. Man with the golden arm right now, scoring yet another 3-pointer. Bringing MetaMercs into the lead.
11, 10, 9, 8.
See, this is what really separates the pros from amateurs. Their ability to rotate from offense to defense. We saw Eclipse do this in Cup 5-1 earlier today. They just do it so quickly, going from goal to mid-map to the opposing team's goal. It's unbelievable. Here we have Loveridge just bouncing it off of the shield. I think he tried to go for a mail slot shot right there, but Speedy's going to be able to recover this one and get it out of the way. Great send right there. Punches being thrown out. Trumbitsky versus Dash until the rest of the players can come in. Trumbitsky going for the snipe, but it does bounce off of the shield. There's no goalie, so there's no way to save that if he did manage to get it right above the shield once again. Witt here versus Fair Enough. Gonna have to toss that over to Dash. I think we actually did get a stun there on Fair Enough, just briefly. Not really enough to matter. Blue team's gonna have to pick up the pace here. 11.5. Trying to go right off the top here. Will Love manage to get this shot on Trumbitsky. Shoots it down over to Witt. They do have a player on the goal. There's Dash. Dash manages to grab it, tosses over to Loveridge. Loveridge going, I think that was a dink off of the rim right there. And if Orange Team gets a hold of this, they can send it away. There's a little bit over a minute left on the board. So Blue really needs to get a 3-pointer right here. 2-pointer is not going to be enough. Speedy able to get control of the puck, and he's just going to walk that one in. They actually did not opt to go for the 3-pointer right there, even though the Blue net was open. They have enough of a lead. They didn't need to risk that 3-pointer, and they were at a very, very rough angle to try to get that. So the 2-pointer going to widen the lead. Blue team needs 2 3-pointers right now, or a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer to bring this one, even it out.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, here we are on Blue team's joust. They got a minute left on the board. This is round 3 of Cup 5-2, and this is the final round in this best 2 out of 3 series. MetaMercs really could just play keep away at this point because they have such an unbelievable lead to close in 43 seconds. It's really going to take everything 11.5 has to close this one out. Oh, is that right off the... Not quite close enough to the center of the backboard. That's going to bounce off of the edge here as Witt's going to manage to recover that. 30 seconds left on the board to make 5 points here. Dash sending it over to Loveridge, and they are not even on the orange side of the map. Loveridge gets stunned right here. Fair enough coming in, but the Blue players are able to stack to each other and outspeed Fair enough. Not a lot of time here for Loveridge to make a cross-map snipe. Trubisky's going to steal it right out of his hands, and that is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, the match everyone's been anticipating. MetaMercs is going to run home with it 10-5 in the final round. 11.5 put up an amazing fight, though. Brought him up to round 3. Barely edged him out in round 2. MetaMercs with a convincing win in round 1, though. And they're going to take home this W in round 3 of the North American Cup 5-2 here on mixer.com/StealthShampoo.